Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make a small hidden entrance that reveals a small hidden base. It's all very simple. All you have to do is find the lever hidden in the room. You flip it, and then you'll find that the door, which was flush with the wall, which means that you can't really detect it, opens up, which gains you access to this very small, accessible, hidden base. If you enjoy this one, please do remember to hit that like button. I'd really appreciate that. It'll help me buy a new wall. And if you do enjoy the content, please share it with a friend. That's all I ask. And without any further ado, let's get started. So before we begin, I can tell you that we will need these 4 materials that I have in the first 4 slots of my inventory. This is what we will use for the mechanism. These last remaining 3 is what I'm going to be using to make the wall and the base itself. This is what I am going to be using. If you want to build a modern base or a modern house, then you're going to want to use different stuff. But grab whatever you want to use to make the house, and that is what you're going to want to have in the last remaining slots of your inventory. So once you have all of your stuff, we can begin. I want you to start by placing a sticky piston facing towards you on the ground, and place 1 on top of it. I then want you to place sticky pistons to the right of these facing towards the original pistons, like this. In front of those sideways facing pistons, I want you to place 2 additional pistons, like this, so you have created a corner of pistons. I then want you to place whatever material will blend into your house around the pistons. Starting from the initial piston that we placed, I'm going to place an oak plank, and then 1 to the right, and right again, down, and down. I'm then going to place an oak wood to the right, up, 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 and then left, 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 and then down. So we will have this shape surrounding the pistons. We then want to place repeaters as follows. We want to place a repeater going into the 2 side pistons facing inwards. The first repeater wants to be set all the way as far as it can go. The second repeater wants to be set almost all the way, so once, twice, and then that's fine. And the third repeater that we are going to place is going to be placed here in this position, just right of the first piston we placed, and that is going to be left as it is on the first tick. We want to join the pistons together using redstone dust. So beginning with this piston that is on its first tick, we're going to place redstone dust coming all the way across the back corner of the oak wood planks and moving forwards and joining to the other 2 repeaters. Now, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to place a lever on the oak wood plank here that is joined to the 2 repeaters. And when I press this, we should find that all of the pistons fire. Now, to see whether this works, we're going to want to place whatever you want your door to be made out of in the corners of the pistons. I'm using oak wood planks. And what should happen is this. The oak wood planks should be shoved left and forwards. Now, this is very important. Now we can make the doorway. So, to frame the door, I'm going to place spruce wood around the oak wood planks. This kind of shows you where the door is going to open and close. So now you can see this is where the entrance is going to be. The door will be closed in this position and open when you flip this lever, and will go in and to the left into the base. We want to cover up all of this stuff, so I'm going to place oak wood planks in front of the piston and the oak wood planks and all of that stuff. And I'm also going to place an oak wood plank here to the right of the lever and above. I'm also going to place oak wood planks above the lever as well. And I want to have something covering the lever. So we'll be doing that later. 4 blocks to the right of the door is all it requires, really, to cover up all of these stuff. So I'm going to have the same on the left. 1, 2, 3, 4 to keep this symmetrical. Now you can see that the wall is symmetrical on both sides. When it comes to making the secret base, I'm only going to make it as big as I have to. So, as I said, I want the walls symmetrical, the house is symmetrical, so I'm going to extend this back wall backwards by 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, because I want to cover up the mechanism. And I'm going to extend it across, and then back to connect with this wall. I'm then going to add another row of oak wood planks on top of this, like so, because I want to cover up as much of this as possible. I also want the base to, again, I want to cover up as much of the mechanism as possible, so I'm going to have it. I can't actually place oak wood there. It might be easier to have the door working first, and then see what you can place around it. So that's about as good as we can get. If you see all of the oak wood planks here, we're covering up as much of the stuff as we can, and this is what we're left with a symmetrical room. However, the room can be as big as you like. I'm just being realistic in terms of it not looking suspicious, because the bigger area of house that you have that is unexplorable, the more people are going to think, hey, there's probably a hidden room here. So, this is the hidden room. I'm going to destroy the floor of the hidden room, and I'm going to replace it with oak wood planks. Like that. I'm also going to place spruce wood on top of the frame of the room and the house. Like this. Just all the way around. And just above the entrance as well. And I'm then going to line the roof using oak wood slabs. Like this. However, I am going to have to get out, so I'll place the oak wood slabs like this in the hidden room. I'm also going to cover up the mechanism as well, just using oak wood slabs, but oak wood planks would work as well because we're not going into that room. And you see, from the outside, we're left with this, right? It's pretty much a box, right? So that is the entire mechanism and the room, all sealed up, everything works, and is ready for furnishing. To access the hidden room, all we have to do, of course, is flip this lever, which allows us to go inside. I'm also going to replace this grass here with oak wood planks too, and we're left with this pretty cute room. Okay, now that I'm going to furnish the room, I want more stuff like this. If you want an idea of how to furnish it, you might want to grab these materials and pause the video to allow you time to grab them. However, I would highly recommend just furnishing it in a way that you guys want to. I'm sure that you have an idea for this secret base, so don't just copy me if you do have an idea with what you want to do. Alright, so if you do want a little bit of help, this is the hidden base. We walk in and to the left. And I want to, first of all, the first thing I want to see is a nice ender chest on top of a spruce wood. I'm then going to place a chest to the right of the spruce wood and a bed in the corner. I'm also going to place an armor stand in the opposite corner facing the bed, with a crafting table and a furnace to the right. I'm going to place a torch above the crafting table, and I'm going to place an item frame above the furnace. I am then going to get rid of this stuff, and I'm going to grab a painting and some armor and a diamond. And the reason for that is I want a painting above the bed to keep it nice and bright. I do have two favorite paintings, that is one of them. I also like the creeper one quite a bit. I'm also going to place something in this item frame. I'm figuring a diamond. And because this room is hidden, it would make sense that we have something valuable. So a set of diamond armor and a sword seems quite valuable to me. If you want to light up the room even more, you might want to place a torch on the opposite wall as well to give a greater amount of light. And if you are in a particularly colourful mood, you might want to add perhaps some carpet to the floor as well. If you like, maybe just inside this room. You could even add a door in here if you wanted to. This isn't something that I really considered, but you could even add a door. So like you have to walk in, open the door, maybe even close it a little bit. People might even miss that. Who knows? Like maybe if you flip down the entrance, and maybe if you've got like a door closed there, people might miss that. You never know. But this is the little hidden room. That's all nice and furnished. What I do want to show you now that we have our room, is how to hide this lever a little bit better. Okay, so some ideas for hiding the lever include this. You might want to place perhaps some oakwood stairs next to the lever, or whatever stairs you like next to the lever, and place something in front of it, such as a crafting table, or whatever it is you want to have placed there. You know, a furnace, whatever it is. This means that to see the lever, you've really got to look for it. You really have, because it's only like a little quarter square. It still works, you can still flip it up and down like that, and that'll allow you to still open your entrance. And you can of course make the wall out of anything. Now we have a bit of a bookcase area, which still works the exact same, except it looks a little bit different. So this can be molded in all sorts of different ways. It can even be adapted so that you can use a redstone torch button system so that it closes after you. Maybe that'll be my next video. Maybe I'll show you guys how to make that. And of course, once you are happy with your room, you're going to want to build a house around it, as a wooden box does look very suspicious in the middle of the Arctic, which is where I built the tutorial. But if you build a very simple house like this, just to conceal your creation, then nobody is going to guess a thing, because it is a tiny little house. People might not even think about the fact that there is a small room hidden away inside. Thank you so much for watching this video, ladies and gentlemen. I'd really appreciate it if you did enjoy it. If it was a bit of a help, please hit that like button, as it really does help me out, and share the video with a friend. If you want to subscribe, then please subscribe, click the little bell, because that is the best way to do it. That way you get all my stuff sent directly to your sub box. And on top of all of those things, if you'd like to see more of my hidden base tutorials, check out the card system and the description below. I'll even leave one in the comments too, so that you can find that nice and easily. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really do appreciate every single one of you so much. I really do. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!